Hey, welcome to the 7-minute breakthrough session. This is where we keep it raw, real, and relevant. Today I'm here with Roger from Sunset Cycles. This is in Bethany Village. If you guys are in Portland, Oregon, they call this Bethany Village, but this is a Portland address, right?
It is a Portland address, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. And this is their new location here in Bethany Village. Well, new going back, you said 5.5 years ago?
Well, this location 5.5 years ago, correct.
And this is what I found when they moved into this location. I've been buying bikes from him for 5.5 years. I bought a lot of bikes. And now with my kids growing, I'm buying a lot of bikes there too.
That's the idea.
Yeah, good. Well, hey, I don't have a problem with it. I love it. In fact, I show it a little later. It's called Epic, made by Specialized, Brilliant. That little brain thing, the best little gem.
It is.
I didn't plan on wanting to spend the money for it, but when I did, it was the best thing ever happened. Yeah. So anyhow, back onto the topic, which is what's your single biggest challenge in getting your business where you really want it to be? We covered a little bit on another segment on how to get new clients. You were talking a little bit about something else. What was that?
As far as time?
Yeah, time.
I'd love to be able to spend more time doing recreational kinds of things rather than spending all my time here. When you have a small business like this, it takes a ton of time.
Ton of time.
Didn't realize how much. I knew it was going to be a lot of work when I first started the business, but didn't realize how much. And so I'm getting to the point where I would like to be able to spend more time doing recreational kinds of things. Yeah. And so that's where I'd like to.
And we're talking about recreation, like going to. We're talking about places in Canada.
Yeah, love Canada, southern Canada. So yep.
Okay, so we all, it's the irony is we get in business for freedom, right? Isn't that what it was? Freedom and flexibility.
Yeah, flexibility and to the degree, security. You have control over your own destiny, and if you're successful, you get the reward for that.
Yeah,
and so.
But it's kind of funny, isn't it? Almost ironic to where we're striving for the flexibility and freedom and success, and then the larger your company gets, as a small company, it stresses more of the time, preventing you from doing the exact reason why you got into business. So let's look at this. I mentioned earlier in another segment we did about Michael Gerber's E-Myth, and I cite him because it was the book I first read that really drove home the concept of the need to work on the business, not just in it. So, when's the last time you've sat down with you and I think you said
I've got two staff members,
three other staff members that you work on. When's the last time you guys stopped and worked on how to be more effective with your time?
It's been a while, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you the last time we really sat down and discussed exactly that. But
well, that's not uncommon. Research shows that 80% of entrepreneurs spend their time reactively reacting to the business they've already built. And only 20% of the time working on things that are giving you productive results. So we want to flip that around, 80% of the time being proactive to build and strengthen that company. So let's look at this as it relates to time. If you stop to work on your business 1 hour a week, is that doable managing it just 1 hour a week?
Sure.
So step one, make sure you schedule the time to be working on that business so you're being proactive instead of reactive. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, and then we're going to turn around and say, okay, we're going to work on time management. Let's just go ahead and jump to the chase. Let's just say you and I spent half an hour. And we got to the bottom line that you now know you need to be scheduling your day in advance. Not just reacting to it, you plan your day.
Right.
I've talked to 20,000 entrepreneurs from 24 different countries on this topic. And when I ask them how long their to-do list is, have you ever made a to-do list?
Oh, sure.
And how long is it typically?
Usually 10 to 12 items.
10 to 12 items. And how many of those 10 to 12 items do you ever get done?
A couple, 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Yep.
Pretty typical. Some of your list is even longer.
Yep.
And maybe you get 5 or 6 done at most.
Yep.
But still 2 or 3. Then doesn't it make sense that you should work on the things that are going to give you the greatest results and prioritize those?
Right.
So if you're only going to finish 2 or 3, why not finish the 2 or 3 that give you the biggest bang for the buck?
Right.
They give you the things of what you want. So here's the challenge. If all you got was the time manager training of building out a to-do list and picking out your top 3 or 4 things, and that's where you stop, guess how many people stop that process after a couple weeks?
Probably the majority.
Yeah. Why? Because they lost why they're doing it. The why is their driver. The why is their motivation. So why would you be willing to work on it each and every single week? That's where you need to keep in the forefront of your mind the trips, the travel, the time with family and the loved ones, and the excitement you get when you're out in, southern Canada and you're on that in the eastern portion, that's where I typically, and you're off the beaten path.
Right.
That love, that will keep you motivated. Motivation is not the key of much of anything, but it's like a bath. It's something you need every day. Otherwise, you get caught in the what? Day to day, mundane, and you wonder why the company's not growing, you get stagnant, and you get frustrated because you're not getting the time.
Right.
So what do? We A, schedule time to work on it 1 hour a week. B, you prioritize the to-do list. And then C, you looked at each one of those. When you prioritize the top 3 things, why are you doing it? You wrote out the mission statement. You know, another guy trained on that was Tony Robbins. He calls it RPM, results, purpose, and MAP for massive action plan. So the purpose, why are you doing what you're doing? If you don't lay that out, it won't come through. So is this helping you by any chance?
Yeah.
Stopping working on 1 hour a week, is it doable?
Sure.
Could you come up with your to-do list so you guys can prioritize them appropriately? Yeah.
Right.
And then whatever you don't get done one day, you can roll down to the next day.
Right.
But you know, in my vision, which we won't be able to cover now, I'd love to see you have this business run a little bit more without you. I'd love you to start getting effective at delegating those other 6 or 7 you're not doing down to those 2 other staff members. I think that'd be huge.
Yep.
So is this helping you out?
Sure.
If you found a little extra time, I mean, what would you do with it? Travel. All right.
Yeah.
So that I hope you find. I hope you get some big poster board from your travel agent. The tickets to Southern Cal. In fact, I would book that appointment for your wife right now, and that'll be enough motivation between now and then to guarantee you're working out 1 hour. Well, Roger, I appreciate your time here.
Thanks.
What's your blog so we can give it a
www.sunsetcyclesnw.com.
NW.com.
Yep.
That's his blog. I've been on it. It's really brilliant. They're very active on it, which is cool. So check it out.
That's the website, and then you can go to the blog from the website.
Yeah, blog in the upper right-hand corner. It's a blog.
Yep.
Awesome. So thanks for showing up, guys. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Take care.
All right.
Hey,